We'll go to Zach first, over on the left, to mix it up.
Jhamon, first off, how are you feeling, and what happened exactly with the injury?
I just got hit on the play. It was just like a little bang. It wasn't too much, anything serious. I just got hit. It wasn't anything too big.
We'll move to the right side with Gabe, and then to the TV row.
Real hot start for you, Jhamon, and then you really started willing them back there late third, into the fourth quarter there. But about almost 2 quarters with maybe 0 or 1 target. What kind of happened in the middle of the game?
Just the game plan. I just try to do my assignment on each play, whether it's blocking or passing. Just try to do what I can. I don't really focus on how many times the ball comes to me, but I just try to do my job on each play.
8 for 111. Can you take us through your day?
I swear, just doing my job. Kellen's making great passes. This wasn't enough, obviously, so we didn't win the game. So I don't really.
To the back with Daryl.
Jhamon, I know that stats aren't they don't determine who wins a game according to stats, but you look at the stats and you go, how in the world did A&M get beat in this game? Because, I mean, you guys seem to have had a better stat line than Auburn did, but the scoreboard doesn't show that. Can you just talk about how disappointing it was to have some success but not being able to capitalize on that success and put points on the board?
Yeah, it's very frustrating when you when you game plan all week and you go out there and you see what you want to see in terms of coverage, in terms of matchups. We just can't execute down there in the red zone and just we moved the ball pretty well, I thought, and just can't, just certain wounds like false starts, and we had 2 false starts, just killed the drive. Just can't have certain things like that.
Right in front to Travis.
Can you walk through that one-handed catch you made there in the second half? What you saw with that, and were you surprised that you pulled it in?
I had a curl route. It was like 12 yards, so I was coming back to Kellen, and I kind of came back too flat, and he threw it to where I was supposed to be, and I just reached out and just tried to put my face on it. So yeah.
Yeah, and how deflating was it in the second half to get the ball back after getting a field goal attempt there at the end, and then have the fumble that kind of broke the momentum?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely frustrating. You never want to give them any extra chances or any opportunities to capitalize on. But Auburn played a great game, and in the SEC, you can't give teams those kind of opportunities.
Stay in front to Alex.
Hey, Jhamon, Coach mentioned how you're team captain. How do you keep these guys encouraged after a game like this and after a performance like Clemson? Trying to keep your head up and find a way to get an identity going on offense.
It's really important to stay together here. This is a time where we have to really come together and just stay as a family. And honestly, we don't have to do anything special. It's just fundamentals. Like nothing special got us beat tonight. We just got to go back to our fundamentals and get back to practicing right. Understanding that the beginning of practice is very important because it translates over to the game. So just focus on that.
To the far right to Gabe.
Jhamon, your 2 biggest games so far at Clemson and then here, it was you that sort of started willing this offense into gear in the second half. Can you just take us through, as a leader, one of the bigger leaders and captains on this team, what's kind of the message when you're A, making plays, and B, talking to that group?
I kept saying today and also in Clemson, just do your job. Y'all are talking about the stats, but I'm telling you, you never know what play is going to break open. Or Coach Fisher and Coach Dickey, they're dialing up plays up there. And honestly, if we just do our job on each play, they pretty much took care of the game planning part. So just do your job on each play. We don't need anything special, no superhero powers, anything. We need everybody with a hat on the hat and just do your assignment, and it will turn out fine.
We have Justin on your left.
I'm going to kind of piggyback off your word you just said. You don't need any superheroes, but when you can't run the ball and you get behind like that, you're asking an awful lot of number 11, and stood in there today and threw for over 330 yards. Just how much is on his shoulders, Jhamon, when you guys literally have no running game?
Coach, one thing Coach says is do whatever it takes. I think that it doesn't really matter. Like, if it takes us to pass the ball 80 times games, we're going to do it, and it's on us. We didn't really point fingers and say who didn't do their job, because there's been times where we didn't show up for the game too. So just kind of staying close as a family, getting off social media, just making sure we're focused on this season and just if coach calls your name and the play is yours to make, you make the play. And we get back in the film room and make correct mistakes the next week.
Go to Zach on the left side.
Jhamon, you guys were able to move the ball really well there late, especially in kind of the hurry-up offense. Do you feel like that, I don't know, maybe you think less and you just react more when you guys are in the hurry-up? I mean, what's the reasoning for being able to move the ball better that way?
I think that during that 2-minute hurry-up offense, it's our base plays. So it's plays we ran 1,000 times in practice. And like you said, we're just more reacting, and that's just what the game comes down to. I think that certain players in certain times, we just overthink too many things and just basically comes down to fundamentals. So I think when hurry-up offense come and 2-minute offense come, we just get back to our fundamentals.
All right. Thank you.